Whenever I read a book, I always have the kids applaud the author at the end of the book. And all the kids were applauding, and one little boy says, I like Stuart because he's little. And Howard gets up. He's like, don't you get it? Don't you get it? We all be little. We all be little. But we be big someday, like Mr. B. And he pointed at me, and I realized this child could lead a revolt. You know, one of the reasons I'm a teacher is because of the little Howards of the world. Howard needs me. Because next year, Howard's going to get Miss Hampton. And Miss Hampton is a direct descendant of Satan. I find so many teachers label the boys as discipline problems all the time, and half of the time it's just the kid has a lot of energy that if it's redirected in a positive way, and this is what you're going to be able to do, that kid can succeed. Reading aloud is, to me, the single most important thing you can be doing with your student, because I know this works. I know reading aloud works. But when you want to do a read aloud, the reason a lot of you remember that as a child is because somebody important in your life made it interesting. Make the read aloud interesting. You know, I'm sorry, what's your name?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth just shared this wonderful anecdote where Peter O'Toole, he was with her husband, and he was at his house, and he had to excuse himself to go read to his child, and he came back 45 minutes later drenched in sweat. He did a good read aloud. He brought it to life for the kid. I mean, I used to always do this with my students. I mean, if I'm reading with a kid about a Christmas Carol, I make the kids part of the story. Every time I say Ebenezer Scrooge, the kid goes, bah humbug! Every time I say Bob Cratchit, the kids go, aww. Every time I say Tiny Tim, the kids go, God bless us everyone! Which I do for selfish reasons, because I teach predominantly African American Latino kids, and I just love hearing them do British accents. Makes me happy. If there's a thunderstorm in your book, have the kids make a thunderstorm. Again, use kids' names. Kids are more likely to pay attention if they hear about characters like them. If you're like, once upon a time, there was a baker named Lisa. I'm a baker! I'm a baker! You know, get the kids excited. You know, let them move around. If I'm reading, we're going on a bear hunt. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. There's a river. Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Get it? So it's exciting. This is the reason kids watch television. It's exciting. They'll read books if you make them exciting. Because a good volunteer can make any book exciting. You know, I'm going to read your standardized test today. Question number 1. You ready? And a bad teacher can make this book horrible. Time to read again. Click, clack, moo, cows the type. You know, have a little enthusiasm. I used to always ask my fellow teachers, why are my students so hyperactive? It's because I'm hyperactive. One day when I was teaching 5th grade, I showed up to school with the flu, and I looked at my kids and I said, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brassell has the flu today. For the love of God, please take it easy on me today. And guess what the kids did for the rest of the day? They helped each other. They were quiet. They walked slowly. And if that was not a miracle in and of itself, the fact that I had that flu for the next 150 days was even more miraculous. I want you to read aloud every single session. A lot of these you might find you don't like as much, which is fine. I'm telling you that your first session, you should definitely do this order, then do it based on whatever you feel comfortable with. I mean, just always keep fun in mind. You know, kids get the misery of reading during school. You're going to give them the wonder of reading, how to make them readers for life.